session is starting with the remaining wisdom of Sahabi Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu an. And today starting with the point of ما كان من نظرة فإن للشيطان فيها مطمعا. In every look of your eye, Shaitan has a hope. Can he get out of anything from your eyes, from your look? ما كان من نظرة فإن للشيطان فيها مطمعا. That means if you open your eye and look at something, Shaitan may have a hope now. If it is something haram to look, we are looking. Something haram is like there is when you see opposite gender, you lower your gaze. But we may not be able to lower the gaze, and Shaitan has a hope. If it is not looking at opposite gender, it could be something, somebody, you are very jealous of him in front of you, then again feeling of jealousy as if there is some hope there. So that's why he's giving the message that you control your eyes, you lower your gaze as much as possible, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran. So, and we know that easily the sin will be added to us because of this look from our eyes. Next wisdom, مع كل فرحة ترحى. With every joy, there could be a sadness coming. If joy is not controlled, overexcited, that could make people are suffering or regretting from that excitement. وَمَا مُلِئَ بَيْتٌ حَبْرَةً إِلَّا مُلِئَ عَبْرَةً. And when a house is full of joy, they don't come to Allah, have self-criticism, not busy to cry to Allah, then this house will be having some difficulty very soon. A lot of tears they need to bring. The sadness will occupy them. So once we have a good time, we are happy, we are joyful, there should be a control. We should not lose totally fear of Allah. And making this event of fun and all this excitement for long, then very soon something could happen. May Allah save us. وَمَا مِنْكُمْ إِلَّا ضَيْفٌ وَمَالُهُ عَارِيَةٌ. Every one of you is a guest in this dunya. And your wealth is some kind of as if you borrowed from somebody. So if you are a guest somewhere, and if you borrowed somebody's asset or money or wealth or property, the guest is not here for permanently. And this you borrowed from somebody, you need to give it back. So فَالضَّيْفُ مُرْتَحِلٌ. The guest one day should leave. وَالْعَارِيَةُ مُؤَدَّاتٌ إِلَى أَهْلِهَا. And the borrowed matter should be given back to the original owner. So we are here as a guest. We say, no, you're not guest. We are permanent resident. Or we are, citizen. Yes, alhamdulillah. This permanent citizen or permanent, resident, for how long? Another 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 80 years, one day, this permanency is not there. We leave it. So we are, in fact, if it gets longer period of guess is longer life span is there, yes?
Does this go back to when before we was born and we was in the different realm that we made the agreement with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He asked us that will you go and complete this test?
Yeah, many of the Quranic verses say that you'll be coming here to be tested.
Yeah, but like it's part of that, or
yeah, you can say that. You can say that absolutely. So it is like the death. comes to us. So what happened? Or a death news, sad news we hear, what we say? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. What does it mean? I am also for Allah, means I supposed to do something, ibadah of Allah. That's why I was created, not only serving my dunya. And I am created to serve Allah. Wa khalaqtul jinna wal insa illa liya'budun. Inna lillahi, this is the meaning. Wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We are going back to Allah, to Him. So we are here for a very short period of time. While 60, 70, 80 years life span is not that short. But if you compare with Akhirah, it's very short. It's nothing. Akhirah is remaining forever, eternal. There is no death coming. So we are here like a guest. A guest will not think how much I need to make my house, my room. If you borrow or rent a room in a hotel, so it is for a few days only. You will not think to bring all the stuff of the, to bring here. Life is very short here, and you'll go there. I remember, once we are in a journey to Mecca, a group of us. So someone was given a bit comparing to other on a bigger room, and other guy given a smaller room, both of the family. So when the one given little bit comparing to other room is a bit smaller, he was fighting there. No, why that room is bigger and I'm given a bit compared to that smaller room. SubhanAllah, it's Hajj time. It's very difficult for the Hajj manager to control, to make him understand. Just few nights he'll be staying there. So I'm giving an example. So the whole dunya is like that. How many people fought for something, a property? No, it is me. No, it is me. Even their own siblings fighting after parents left. I was called one day to go to very close by masjid, to go to a house. Siblings are fighting for a property left by the parents. So I went there. Some of the siblings are there, but the one who is occupying now, he is not there. He is not interested to have any negotiation or any discussion. So I kept sitting for some time and came back. Another story, the mother passed away, rahimahullah. They buried him, came home, and two brothers were fighting who will be getting the house. And even the physical gone. After just burying the mother. Yeah, this is the dunya. People think, no, it is for long, for permanent. Any time you'll be living, all will remain here. So you are a guest. Exactly, that means you are like a guest. Your wealth, although it is in your name, even you are the occupier, even you got everything, but it is like you borrowed. That means it is given loan to you. Very soon, original, owner is taking it from you after your death and will be given to somebody else. It could be your son, could be your brother, could be somebody else. It's not you, that is sure. So this is, we need to look the philosophy of the life. We are here for very temporary period.
So nobody earn anything, obviously. One, everything go to the other.
يكون في آخر الزمان أقوام أفضل أعمالهم التلاؤم بينهم يسمون الأنتان. This sentence is a bit, it could have two directions to understand. In the end of the time, there will be people coming, their best deed will be at-talawum. Now, talawum, if it is from lawama, from laum, from mulamat, then some people's best deed is to criticize other. Oh, why these people are doing something wrong? These people are doing something wrong. But what they have did, they don't talk about, they don't think about this. So this is some people's best deed, you can say. So what is the best deed? Is it? Nothing. It has another meaning, the translator originally tried to make, that I couldn't check it, that it could be, they said, التلاؤم بينهم is like reciting between them some kind of song or poetry or nasheed, something. يسمون الأنتان, and they will be given the name of Al-Antan. Al-Antan is Jama, plural of Natan, and Natan is Raiha Kariha, is a bad smell. That means this kind of people will be their best deed. They think they have doing some good Islamic song, maybe some kind of all this, which is maybe in the end useless, and they think they are doing some kind of best deed in their life. Allahu Alam, that's I could not very clearly understand, but this is probably Sheikh meant one of the tools. Then we'll skip the next line, again very difficult. What Sheikh wanted, there is no clear message also in the what is translated by the translator is not very clear either. We'll skip that. We'll go to the next one, very important. Al-haqqu thaqilun mari'un wal-batilu khafifun wabi'un. The haqq, the truth, is very heavy, is not very light. The truth is heavy. And Islam is a serious message. So, and it could be sometimes mari, a bit bitter. To wake up for the Salatul Fajr is a bit difficult, a challenge. To come, give up your work, coming to pray is a little bit, serious decision you need to make. So this is the truth. This is Islam. You need to be a serious man. وَالْبَاطِلُ خَفِيفٌ وَبِي. And batil is very light, although it is very harmful. Waba. Even though it is harmful, but people think it is light. Committing a sin, people think, easily take decision. The desire easily push them, but it is harmful for them. Next one, رُبَّ شَهْوَةٍ تُورِثُ حُزْنًا طَوِيلًا. Like previous sentences, some of the desire, just little bit desire to exercise, may inherit to you something which is long-term sadness. A desire which is just desire, it may make you are inheriting long-term sadness. Example, forgive me for that example, somebody could say, young man loves one young girl, seen once, yeah, very beautiful, I want to marry her. Created this kind of love, and day and night thinking about her, but it did not materialize. Somebody else married her. This man will make he is suffering for a long time, not forgetting that. It will bite him back, and every time somehow he is thinking about that. It happens.
Can you give advice for what you could tell someone like this?
So is it a good idea? That's why I don't. If you want to get married, give the proposal. If it is accepted, alhamdulillah. If it is not, leave it and lower your gaze. Don't exercise this too much. A couple of days ago, I was reading a local newspaper. A sister, she had her previous husband probably, or boyfriend, Allah knows, she was divorced and separated, and then married somebody. She had 2 children, and she was just pregnant with her second husband. The previous one came and killed her at home in front of the 2 children. Have you seen this news?
Here in London.
Huh?
Here in London.
Yeah, here in London, in somewhere near Ilford, I believe. It's true, huh?
Your neighbour.
Subhanallah.
I'm here near the masjid. I didn't hear.
See what people making, how this thing, a silly act, cause long-term suffering. So the desire is something very dangerous. We need to control that.
You will be responsible for 2 souls,
Hmm?
You will be responsible for 2 souls? The baby and the mother?
Of course, he'll be responsible for all this. He's a criminal to Allah. ما على وجه الأرض شيء أحوج إلى طول سجن من لسان. nothing deserves in this dunya long-term imprisonment than the tongue. Nothing deserves more imprisonment in the dunya than this organ, talking. You see, one is we talked about the gaze, lowering the gaze, the eyes. If you don't do, this is one. Other one is this one. We talk too much chat, chit chat, gossiping, backbiting, slandering, insulting somebody, being rude, even sometimes easily swearing, little bit of problem, F word straight away, na'udhu billah. Some of the people have this kind of habit and committing day and night sin. It's better to hold it, to control it. That's why in occasion Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say to Mu'adh radiallahu anhu, Mu'adh, should I tell you very core thing in the life to do, most important thing? And he, with his two finger, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, hold his tongue and said, hold it. Kufa alayka hada. Because most of the people will be thrown to the hellfire, will be committing so much sin because of their tongue. Not many people are thieves, stealing many things. Not many people commit adultery and fornication. No, there is a good number will go to hellfire, but many people who doesn't commit any major sin out only this will take them to the hellfire. May Allah save us. إذا ظهر الزنا والربا في قرية أذن بهلاكها. Next one. When zina, adultery or fornication, and riba, usury or interest is spreading in a locality, in a town, in a village, in a country, in a society, Allah has given order. This society must be destructed one day. So these two things, Ya Allah, if you think today in the modern world, these two are heavily spread. The whole financial transaction, the whole economy is based on riba, interest. And other one, the adultery and fornication, how spread? May Allah save us. This planet is in a danger situation. من استطاع منكم أن يجعل كنزه في السماء حيث لا يأكله السوس ولا يناله السراق فليفعل فإن قلب الرجل مع كنزه. If someone of you, would like to make has so much treasure in the heaven, whoever would have the ability to make so much of his treasure in the heaven protected, left in the heaven, let him do this, where no worms or insects will eat it. Anything if you hoard somewhere for a long time, that maybe one day could be destroyed, eaten up by even some insects or worms. I just remember yesterday a brother telling me, some of our senior murabbis, they like 50-pound red notes so much. Anytime, any opportunity, they'll get that one. And they'll hold it. So one of the murabbi uncle, he put, mashallah, quite good amount of 50-pound notes under his carpet for a long time. And then what happened? He forgot about it. He gone to back home. And suddenly he remembered, oh my God, my 50-pound notes under the carpet. And he went for a long time to be, he's a retired man, an old man, to enjoy the beautiful weather over there. But he quickly changed his ticket and came back. And from the Heathrow airport, when his children, one of them gone to receive him, he was they're asking you many questions. Why you come, that you rushed to come back, you went for a long time and all this. He said, how long will it take to go to my home? Is traffic is okay? And then they ask many things, but his mind is not there to answer this. He's so worried about this. And then he asked him, did you change the carpet of my house? They said, no. He was a bit relaxed, but he's still worried. Then he came home, mashallah, and quickly he just gone to open this carpet, and he found it, alhamdulillah. Then he said, how are everything here? Is you're okay? Now he's talking with his normal sense. And Allah, it's a true story. And then said, and it is a couple of years he was doing this, and some of the notes under the carpet, it became almost black, spotty, other things. Then he went with these notes, maybe a couple of thousand pounds, Allahu Alam, gone to the bank. They check it, say, why this color changed like this? What happened to this? Although it seems it is not something, a dodgy or fabricated one, it's genuine, but why this color is? They couldn't understand. SubhanAllah, I was I know there's some people, SubhanAllah, they love so much 50-pound notes. Okay, so if somebody want to hold your asset in the heaven, put it. That will be not, this holding this your good deed, mashallah, nothing will destroy it. No insect, no worm would eat it up. Okay? And then no thief will be able to take this. He was very worried about his notes. If anybody discover, will be stealing it. But if you have very good amount of good deed with Allah, do you have any worry that anybody can steal it? No. This is the real provision for us. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. Oh, people have provision. And the best provision is this piety, this good deed, righteous deed. And then لا يقلدن أحدكم دينه رجلا. Another very good wisdom of Sahabi companion Abdul ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, that none of you blindly just follow a man. فَإِنْ آمَنَ آمَنَ. If he believes, I will be believing. وَإِنْ كَفَرَ كَفَرَ. If he does go to the non-belief, to reject the faith, to go to kufr, I will be following him. So you don't make your deen is under the care of somebody. Oh, this is my murshid, this is my teacher. If he goes right, I'm going right. If he goes left, I'll go left. No, this is not our deen. Our religion we take from Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. وَإِن كُنْتُمْ لَا بُدَّ مُقْتَدِينَ فَاقْتَدُوا بِالْمَيِّتِ. Then he said, if you must be following somebody, you think you don't have that much knowledge, then follow the one who is already dead, the great pious scholars. Not make you are just, fond of somebody, fond of somebody, just follow him who is still alive. That's not a good idea. فَإِنَّ الْحَيَّ لَا تُؤْمَنُ عَلَيْهِ الْفِتْنَةِ. The one who is alive, he is not safe from any kind of trial, tribulation, test. He may, you see, he's very good, but maybe something is committed or committing, then he will be maybe misled, and you'll be misled by him. Next one is also very good. لا يكن أحدكم إمعة. None of you should be imma'. What is imma'? The Sahaba asked, or the other people asked him, قالوا وما الإمّاء. What imma' is Arabic word imma', means with people. I'm always with the people, with the flow. In fact, the flow. I'm with the flow. Example, يقول أنا مع الناس. I'm with the flow. إن اهتدوا, everybody is coming to guidance, I'll be following the guidance. I have no problem. If everybody is right path, I am on right path. Everybody is following truth, I'll be following truth. وَإِن ضَلُّوا ضَلَلْتُ. If they choose misguidance, I'll be joining the flow. This is not the right thing. People always think, this popular kind of things. Just following this kind of flow. Everybody like the hooligan. These club supporters. They're mad for that. Oh, all these friends are in this group. Okay? This is not right. Allah la yutanna ahadukum nafsahu ala annahu in kafara an-nasu la yakfur. So make sure that you make your nafs, your soul understand, agrees that if people do something which is rejecting the faith, no, I will be not rejecting. I will be on Islam. I will be following Deen. I will not just going with the flow. Another man came to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu and asking him, Allimni kalimatin jawami'a nawafi'a. O companion of the Prophet, could you teach me some of the good words which will be very comprehensive and very, very beneficial for me? Teach me a few words, few sentences or few wisdom. Then he said, number one, U'budullaha la tushrik bihi shay'a. First one, you worship Allah and don't have any partner with Him. وَزُلْ مَعَ الْقُرْآنِ حَيْثُ زَالَ. And stay with Quran where it stays. Don't go beyond the guidance of Quran. Follow the guidance of Quran. And then وَمَنْ جَاءَكَ بِالْحَقِّ فَاقْبَلْ مِنْهُ وَإِنْ كَانَ بَعِيدًا بَغِيدًا. If somebody is bringing truth to you, true message, then you accept from him. Even though you are not close to him, you are a bit far away from him, you don't have any closeness with him, Baghidan, even you don't like him personally, but the thing he bought, he told, it is haqq, it is truth. Accept it, even though you don't like the person. وَمَنْ جَاءَكَ بِالْبَاطِلِ فَرْدُدْ عَلَيْهِ. Anyone brought something which is falsehood, which is lie, which is not true, reject it. وَإِنْ كَانَ حَبِيبًا قَرِيبًا. Even though this man is very close friend of you, and it is very close one of you, don't care about this. You always look for the haqq, for the truth. Whoever brings, accept it. But falsehood avoid, even though the one who told you he is your close one, don't care about this. Care about the truth, the haqq. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. يُؤْتَى بِالْعَبْدِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَيُقَالُ لَهُ أَدِّ أَمَانَتَكَ. Now very an important issue. Those people who breach people's trust, anything put trust to them, they breach it. They deny people's trust, reject, and they do, if needed, to cheat them. This is called khiyana. So Ibn Masud said, the amana, trust, will be brought, or the person who breached the trust, he will be brought to Allah to give account. Okay? فَيُقَالُ لَهُ أَدِّ أَمَانَتَكَ. It will be told by Allah, you have breached this person's trust, you give him back now. It was a partnership business, so you have breached this and you said there is no profit or loss, and you took all the money, and in the end ousted him, he lost everything. There are many partnership business ending up in this way. Okay, there is no amana, there is no trust. So if you denied that, or if you done that, okay, now you pay back to him. Bring the amana, trust, give it to him. The man will say, Ya Rab, min aina? From where I will get my the amana back to give him? The trust is lost now. وَقَدْ ذَهَبَتِ الدُّنْيَا. The whole dunya is destroyed. This earth is destroyed because Qiyamah, doomsday, everything finished. Now in the resurrection is another world. How come Allah, where I get the money of trust, the money of trust He given to me, this money is no more there, is lost. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this money or asset or house or business in its real form, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it فَتُمَثَّلُ عَلَى هَيْئَتِهَا يَوْمَ أَخَذَهَا فِي قَعْرِ جَهَنَّمَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give shape of the stuff He breached, will put in the bottom level of hellfire. And then Allah will say, over there, bring it from here and give it to the owner. He trust is over there. Then this man, miskin, poor man, will go down to the bottom level of Jahannam, hellfire. فَيَنْزِلُ فَيَأْخُذَهَا فَيَضَعَهَا عَلَى عَاتِقِهِ فَيَصْعَدُ بِهَا. And then carry all this load of the trust he breached from the bottom of Jahannam, will carry on him, on his shoulder, coming, climbing to come out of hellfire to give it to the owner. حَتَّى إِذَا ظَنَّ أَنَّهُ خَارِجٌ بِهَا. He's about to come out with the trust out of Jahannam. Then suddenly, حَوَتْ وَحَوَى فِي أَثَرِهَا أَبَدَ الْعَابِدِينَ. Then he will come just to come out, and he'll fall down, sleep, gone to the back, to the bottom level of Jahannam again. And he'll try to bring it again, will fall down again. This is the punishment. How many people breach the trusts? May Allah save us. Then he said, "Utlub qalbaka fi thalathati mawatin." So try to get your heart in 3 places. Make your heart is present, is conscious, is not heedless. Is it in heed in 3 places? Your heart is in heed in 3 places. Number 1, عند سماع القرآن. And Quran is being recited, of course, for the Arabs, with the meaning is very meaningful. For the non-Arabs, even though we don't know the meaning, but listening to it, and any message of the Quran given to us, any message, we need to take it seriously. Like you are listening to a khutbah, a lecture, some kind of message of Quran is given, take it with seriously, listen to it with attention, pay attention to it. Number 2, في مجالس الذكر. And in the circles of dhikr, dhikr here is a reminder, like Islamic talk we talked about. When you attend Islamic talk, listen to Islamic talk, pay attention to it. To get listen, your heart is softened, make it. And third occasion of awqat al-khalwa, when you are alone somewhere. At that time, try to be connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there are 3 occasions you may make your heart is paying full attention, and your heart is softened, khushu is coming, fear of Allah is coming, and you are having a good connection with Allah in these 3 places. A dhikr could include anything. It could be also some kind of salah even could include. If you don't get your heart's attention in 3 places, فَإِنْ لَمْ تَجِدْهُ فِي هَذِهِ الْمَوَاطِنِ, if you don't get in these 3 places your heart is paying attention, then فَصَلِ اللَّهَ, then ask Allah, أَنْ يَمُنَّ عَلَيْكَ بِقَلْبٍ, ask Allah, may Allah give you a heart. فَإِنَّهُ لَا قَلْبَ لَكَ, in fact it seems you have no heart. You don't have a heart. If you have a heart, this is not a heart. Real qalb, qalbun khashir. You are missing it. You cry to Allah, Allah give me that kind of heart. It is a dead heart, qalbun mayyit. Now very good story of Junaid rahimahullah. Junaid al-Baghdadi, a great scholar in Baghdad. He said, دخلت على شاب I was seeing a young man. He came to see me, or I came to see him. فَسَأَلِنِي عَنِ التَّوْبَةِ. He asked me, can you explain the issue of tawbah, how I make it? What is good kind of tawbah? Tawbah means repentance. How I repent to Allah. Give me a little bit of idea of tawbah, repentance. فَسَأَلَنِي فَأَجَبْتُهُ. I answered something. فَسَأَلَنِي عَنْ حَقِيقَتِهَا. After I answered something, he said, what is the real sense or real essence of tawbah? Could you tell me? When I explained the whole thing of tawbah, he said, give me in brief the real essence of tawbah. Then I said, فَقُلْتُ أَن تَنْصَبَ ذَنْبَكَ بَيْنَ عَيْنَيْكَ حَتَّى يَأْتِيكَ الْمَوْتِ. I said to him, if you keep always in front of your two eyes the sin you have committed in front of you always. Don't forget that. May Allah forbid us. So like somebody committed adultery or fornication. Now is he making tawbah from that? So after tawbah, you don't say, I done tawbah, khalas, relax now. No, you always keep in front of you, Ya Allah, I have committed this. Inna lillah. Every time, it's just remember this sin. That of course renew your repentance. Renew your push to ask Allah to forgive you again. That is his, advising him. So don't forget your sin, always remember that. So this is the real essence of tawbah. Okay. Now, فَقَالَ لِي مَا هَذَا حَقِيقَةُ التَّوْبَةِ. So the young man answered to me, no. This is not the real sense of tawbah. This is not real essence of tawbah. No, I don't agree. فَقَلْتُ لَهُ. Sheikh Junaid, biggest scholar, said, okay, I told him, okay, tell me what is the real tawbah then? What is the real essence of it? Tell me. فَمَا حَقِيقَةُ التَّوْبَةِ عِنْدَكَ يَا فَتَى, young man, good me, what is your definition of it? قَالَ أَن تَنْسَى ذَنْبَكَ. He said, you forget your sin. This is the real essence of tawbah. You don't remember it at all. Don't try to remember it. Just forget it. He just answered me this way. تَرَكَنِ وَمَضَى, and left me and he gone.
He doesn't know he is that scholar, isn't it?
Allahu Alam. Listen. So he left me, but I was really a bit confused or puzzled by this young man's. Then فَكَيْفَ هُوَ عِنْدَكَ يَا أَبَا الْقَاسِمِ. Now this is a big problem here. He said, what is to you, O Abul Qasim? Who is Abul Qasim? Normally kunya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How Junaid, he is not a Sahabi, not a companion. How he is asking Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what do you think? It could be in a dream that Junaid gone to sleep and he seen a dream Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he remembered this in the dream, this issue of the tawbah, what the young man said. So he, as if it is the meaning that I have seen Prophet in the dream, I ask him, so what is the real essence of tawbah to you, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the dream? Then فَقُلْتُ الْقَوْلُ مَا قَالَ الْفَتَى. Okay. And then again, فَقُلْتُ, who is saying that? If it is the Prophet's answer, that الْقَوْلُ مَا قَالَ الْفَتَى, the real answer, the answer of the young man. He said the real answer of Tawbah. قَالَ كَيْفَ. So he said, how it is? I couldn't understand yet. Then he said, إِذَا كُنْتَ مَعَهُ فِي حَالٍ ثُمَّ نَقَلَنِي مِنْ حَالِ الْجَفَاءِ إِلَى حَالِ الْوَفَاءِ. If I was with Allah in a situation which is not good, which is bad, I was committing sin, I disobeyed Allah, this was my hal, my situation, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kindly, He has taken me from that. He's given an example of, If somebody, you being rude to him, for example, if you've been rude to a person, you misbehave with a person, and then you happen this later on, you came ila hal al wafa, then you came to this person, to well treat him and to serve him, to do so much. Then every time you say, I remember I was rude another day to you, don't mention that again and again, as if it is reminder of the thing in his mind as well. So better don't mention that, only one who served to him. So he is happy, you are happy. So he's saying, look with Allah that فَذِكْرِ لِلْجَفَاءِ فِي حَالِ الْوَفَاءِ جَفَاءٌ. So if I am, when we are in a very good situation, we love each other, we fulfill our duty to each other, a very nice relationship, we should not bring the issue which caused a problem between us in past. Same thing when I was disobeying Allah, it sounds bad of my past. I don't want to remember that either. My relationship after Tawbah with Allah is so good, let us look forward, don't look back. Okay. I know this is a little bit of, high thought.
Cry for your sins. Remember.
That's why Junaid is a scholar, as you know. But this one, I know, it is a very high thought. Sometimes people who are in a very that level of relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, something for them may be appropriate, may be relevant, but it will not take away the real spirit of what Junaid as a scholar understood, that we should still regret for our sin. No doubt. Crying to Allah is always good. We live with both too. One is fear of our sin, other one is hope of Allah's mercy. So if we just don't forget, don't remember any sin, we are only living on the hope of mercy, that's not good either. In between, al-imanu bayna al-khawfi or raja. Absolutely.
I've heard that if you forget the sin, then it's a sign that you've been forgiven for the sin. Whereas when you constantly remember it, you should constantly seek tawbah for it.
That Allah knows best. It's very difficult. What is the evidence of that? The dalil of that? This dream is not a dalil, as you know. In the Sharia, what is the dalil in Islam? The evidence? Quran and Sunnah. Quran and Sunnah. Okay. Anyway, then bringing a new small chapter we'll finish with, inshallah, al-ikhlas wa hubb al-thana la yajtami'an. It is not Ibn Masud's story finishes. Imam Ibn Qayum now presenting to us a small topic. Ikhlas, the pure intention, devotion to Allah, and the love of the praise never coexist together. Doing for Allah, for the sake of Allah only, or love of name and fame, love of to be praised, cannot coexist. لا يجتمع الإخلاص في القلب ومحبة المدح والثناء والطمع فيما عند الناس إلا كما يجتمع الماء والنار والضب والحوت. They cannot coexist together like the water and fire together coexisting. Have you heard about this? How they can coexist? Water and fire.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes it is?
Yeah, volcanoes under the sea.
Volcanoes, mashallah. But there could be some kind of barrier we don't see. حاجز بينهما مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. But in our sense, forget about volcano world, could not, even the scientists could not tell us all details of that. In our present world, if there is a fire, you put the water, it's gone. Or if fire is still there, that means water is gone. They cannot be coexisting. And also he said, وَالضَّبُّ وَالْحُوتِ. Dabu is lizard and the fish together cannot coexist. If the fish is a lizard, see the fish will try to hunt it, to eat it. فإذا حدثتك نفسك بطلب الإخلاص, or if you did talk to your own self about seeking the ikhlas, فأقبل على الطمع, then you come to the greed of you. أولا first, فاذبحه بسكين اليأس, then you slaughter your greed with a knife of hopelessness. In the ikhlas, in the pure sincere intention, there is no room of your own desire, own name and fame. You do for the sake of Allah. If name and fame come, slaughter it with the sword of hopelessness, that you don't have a portion of you here. وأقبل على المدح والثناء, and look at the love of praise and name and fame. Look at it. فَازْهَدْ فِيهِمَا, and try to living totally these two. زُهْدَ عُشَّاقِ الدُّنْيَا فِي الْآخِرَةِ, the way dunya lover of this world, the way they slaughtered their akhirah, their hereafter, you slaughter your love of name and fame. Who are dunya lover of this world, they have to slaughter their akhirah hope. Ad-dunya wal akhirah darratani, they are two co-wives. فإذا رضيت واحدة تغضب الأخرى. If you please one, other one will be angry. فإذا استقام لك ذبح الطمع والزهد في الثناء والمدح سهل عليك الإخلاص. If you found that, mashallah, you are able to slaughter your greed of name and fame and sacrificing your praise, then to achieve good intention, a pure intention, pleasing Allah, will be very easy to achieve. So pleasing Allah, pleasing myself of, being celebrity and some kind of name and fame will not coexist. فإن قلت وما الذي يسهل علي ذبح الطمع والزهد في الثناء والمدح, if you ask now a question, how it will be easy for me to slaughter my greed of the name and fame, how I can slaughter it? It's not so easy. Is there any easy suggestion from you? قلت, I will say, أما ذبح الطمع فيسهل عليك علمك يقينا أنه ليس من شيء يطمع فيه إلا وبيد الله وحده خزائنه لا يملكها غيره ولا يؤتى العبد منها شيئا سواه. Then if you want to, it will be easy if you have a firm belief that anything I hope to get, to obtain, to achieve, it is only in the hand of Allah. He will sanction it. Nobody have this in their hand, and nobody will achieve that even though he's trying so much. The giver, distributor is who? Allah. If he tried so much, he'll not get it. So this is one of the good tool for you to achieve the pure sincere intention. وَأَمَّا الزُّهْدُ فِي الثَّنَاءِ وَالْمَدْحِ, and how to sacrifice love of to be praised. So you should, that will make easy for you. أنه ليس أحد ينفع مدحه ويزين ويضر ذمه ويشين إلا الله وحده. Then you think praise, to be praised, is never beneficial from the people, neither is it harmful from the people. It is only beneficial and harmful from Allah. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praises you, mashallah, you are, that is a real praise. You are successful, you attain something which is praiseworthy. If Allah denounces you, you are not in good book with Allah, then that is a problem. But if whole dunya go against you, oh, this is a bad guy, you will not lose anything, because if you are in Allah's good book. If whole dunya say, wow, mashallah, he is a hero, and Allah, you are not good book in Allah, khalas, you lost. And then he brought an example. What is the example? A man came, a Bedouin came to ask Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Oh Prophet of Allah, give me something. You have so much wealth of Baitul Mal. Give me something." And he said, فَإِنَّ مَدْحِي زَيْنٌ وَذَمِّي شَيْنٌ. If you give me and I praise you, that will be beautiful celebration for you. Everybody, that will be beautifying you so much, because my word is very influential. That makes sense. But if you don't give me and I blame you, I criticize you, I make something against you, it will be everywhere accepted and you will be really blameworthy. It will be denounced by everybody. Then Prophet ﷺ said, that too only in the hand of Allah, not in the hand of anybody. But he told some of the companions, give him something charity, khalas, let him go. Okay. That's why this Bedouin's story is. And he said, فَقَالَ ذَلِكَ الْأَعْرَابِي لِلنَّبِيِّ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم إِنَّ مَدْحِي زَيْنٌ وَذَمِّي شَيْنٌ. Then he said, فَقَالَ ذَلِكَ اللَّهُ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ. It is only Allah. His praising is really beautifies you. And His denouncing is really will denounce you. Nobody else's praising or denouncing has any impact in real sense in your life. And that will make yourself that, mashallah, you are not affected by these feeling of name and fame and to be praised. That will bring the ikhlas to you. وَلَنْ يَقْدِرَ عَلَى ذَلِكَ إِلَّا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالْيَقِينِ. And you're not able to achieve that without good patience and firm belief. Firmness of your belief. فَمَتَى فَقَدْتَ الصَّبْرَ وَالْيَقِينِ. If you have lost this patience and firm belief, كُنْتَ كَمَنْ أَرَادَ السَّفَرَ فِي الْبَحْرِ فِي غَيْرِ مَرْكَبٍ. Your situation will be, you would like to make a journey, a sea journey by sea, on the sea, but you don't have a boat or a ship to cross. It's just jumping on the sea. And he does, concluding with the Quranic verse here, فاصبر إن وعد الله حق ولا يستخفنك الذين لا يوقنون. Be patient. The promise of Allah is true. And let not those who have no certainty of faith discourage you from conveying the message. So we have the sabr and with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we believe the commitment of Allah is true, and don't make these people who have no firm belief are making you discouraged. Oh, people are not taking, so I give it up. He also said in Surah As-Sajdah, ayah number 24, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنْهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا لَمَّا صَبَرُوا وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking in this Surah Sajdah about the Bani Israel people. We are concluding with this verse, that I made from them imams, leaders in the world at that time. Yahduna bi amrina. They were guiding people with our command, with our verses, with our wahi. So they got this position of leadership and were able to guide the society at that time because of two qualities. Lamma sabaru, when they were exercising patience. Wakanu bi ayatina yuqinun. Number two, they are having firm belief, certainty in their belief in our verse. So they are convicted. They're convinced that this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's deen, His ayah, Islam, They have no doubt about this. They are not shaky, firm belief, and they had this sabr. Because of these two, they achieved this position of leadership, of guiding the humanity at that time. So this ummah is supposed to do this duty. This ummah did. The Sahaba, this handful number of the companions of the Prophet in Arab Peninsula, there's nothing there in compared to the two big civilizations, Roman and Persian. They challenged both of them with what? With bima sabaru, lamma sabaru wa kanu bi ayatina yuqinun. Subhanallah, these two assets is in the hand of the believer of Allah. You have Quran, true message, true deen, not anything dodgy, not anything doubtful. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ, mashallah, very clear message. Just is needed sabr, patience, forbearing, holding the deen, not being shaky, even though challenge is too big. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give this ummah this position again.
Inshallah,
Ya Rab, if we are holding these two quality in ourselves, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and help us. We'd like to stop here today, inshallah. Barakallah fiqh. A question? Okay, one or two questions, just finishing. What is the date today?
Today is 28th.
28.
The Sheikh still have a dose next week, or you have a Amra Ta'lim?
And next week, yeah, what is the date next week? Jazakallah khairan.
4.
Next week, 5th of December, we'll have training of Umrah session, Umrah Ta'lim. Many people in the holiday will go to Umrah, Makkah, to make Umrah. So for that, this session will be devoted for Umrah Ta'lim. So it is good if you can attend, and inshallah, if you have before, فَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Good reminder, Ya Fadi. Are we allowed to make or say this dua, "Oh Allah, bless me and grant me the strength to be able to continually love and please my wife"? Okay, mashallah. Jazakallah khairan. Loving your wife could be, mashallah, sadaqah, could be rewardful. But if her love will not stop you to go to pray in masjid in jama'ah, okay, make sure. Okay, not committing anything which is haram. Not he or she said, "Why not to take me to the cinema? Let us go together." This love is not good. Love within Islamic guidance, mashallah. This is in a hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is it? "Wafi budhi ahadikum sadaqah." When you go to your wife for even physical intimacy, it is considered as charity, as rewardful act. The Sahaba are shocked. How come, Ya Rasulullah? To fulfill our desire, it is even charity, it is even rewardful, it is even a worship. Yes, because you done it in a halal way. If you do in a haram way, is it not considered sin? Yes, of course, sin. Then halal way should be opposite. What's the opposite of sin? Something rewardful. Jazakallah khairan. Okay. Fadal.
We talk about breach of trust. You did explain very clearly that the bottom of hellfire. Okay. So my question is this: we also talk about the issue of this inheritance.
Deny other one's right. Yeah.
So, this falls into the same category. Why, for example, you see, in Islam, you see, this is very common actually. Sometimes maybe small house, as you say. But in my country, it's not just small. Sometimes maybe someone, the entire town, owning industries, owning land, owning business. Mombasa, for example, that person actually, there's a case quoting now, almost 40 years now.
That's true. That's true.
And
That's
this
true.
person is wealthy in Kenya actually, owning anything. And recently, the daughter of that person actually, you see, say, "Look here, we have a wedding actually, you see. I haven't got even a nice to hold a wedding,
Hmm.
but my brother denied this. Why just this thing exists? It exists in all culture.
Barakallah
Now,
fiqh. Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not learning about this kind of knowledge, Islamic knowledge. Why?
Jazakallah khairan. Brother is asking, or he is really thinking how bad with some men Muslims when inheritance issue comes, siblings, brother and sister who deny other ones to take capture of everything of the inheritance. So this is greed of this worldly life. As the Ibn Masud said, you are here for some very short period of time, you're like a guest here. Don't try to hold up everything of ownership. You see? So this greed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned many times in the Quran, فَلَا تَغُرَّنَّكُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا يَغُرَّنَّكُمْ بِاللَّهِ الْغَرُورِ. Make sure that this dunya, this worldly life's attraction should not cheat you. And there's a big cheater. And this is Satan. Shaitan comes to add, very valuable, wealthy. Why you distribute among brothers and sisters? Why not to hold whole of it for by yourself? It's very valuable. It will be 1 million in you. If you divide, you'll get 100,000 pounds or 200,000 pounds. It's very small. Take whole million yourself. This is the greed. This is the greed because they don't have yaqeen from believing akhirah. They'll be standing in front of Allah. This iman is not there. So this weakness of iman, and Satan took chance to make the greed coming, and then you breach the trust of the people and you just get it for yourself. This greed is subhanallah, is a killer. Subhanallah, sometimes in many cases, one kill one's mother to get only the inheritance. So if she dies quickly, I can get hold of it. Yes, time to time in the Muslim world, in non-Muslim world, you hear this kind of news. A'udhu billah. Barakallah.
I've got a question which is connected to a question last week, but it also relates to his point. Last week and today you mentioned that if something is meant for you, if it's written for you, you'll get it. If Allah has written that it's not for you, you won't.
Never get it.
But then when you're pursuing or chasing or trying to achieve something, if it's an exam, if it's work, if it's business, and if while you're chasing it, you've been cheated, you've been cheated along the way, because it is said that you won't get anything unless you put in efforts. So when you are pursuing and you don't get, does the person interpret that as though Allah has said, right, well, if it is meant for me, I would get it, but because I've been cheated, am I then supposed to stop and then pursue something else? Or because an injustice has happened,
Okay, right.
that is when I need to put in more effort.
Okay, thank you. Barakallah fiqh.
Just one more thing, just linked to his point. In terms of an inheritance, so that person that has been cheated, how are they supposed to respond? Should they then say, well, okay, if you want to cheat and you want to hoard it, then it is on you. Let me just protect my own iman and just leave you with it and just go my own.
Thank you. Barakallah fiqh. What I'm saying is sometimes it happens that you would like to achieve something good. You try so much, but in the end you don't achieve. And sometimes people are cheating you. They try to get your portion, you right, but you don't get it because they are, illegally, or they are doing some kind of denying your right or doing oppression to you, and you miss your right. So should you give it up? That it is not for me, so I give it up and I don't go anymore, even though it is my genuine right. Or should I pursue further? Go to the court, this and that? Yes, to get you right, absolutely, Islam allows that. Don't allow that all the way injustice will take place and whole this planet is full with injustice. No, we should not do that. We try to get our right through justice, through this, through that, we pursue. But once you see, you use all these, there will be no justice in some cases. Never ever. At that time, you should not feel so much frustrated. Because alhamdulillah, I tried my best. And trying that in a halal way, I hopefully probably get some reward as well. You know, there is a hadith, Man qutila duna irdihi fahuwa shaheed. If you duna nafsihi fahuwa shaheed. If somebody came to kill you, he said, okay, kill me. If it's written for me, I'll be killed. Oh, what I can do? No. You try to defend yourself. If somebody is taking honor of your family members, you say, oh, it is decree of Allah, what I can do? No. You go to defend. Even if you're killed, you'll be rewarded. So we do our duty, but in the end, we know who is the final giver? Allah. That will make us, oh, I am not frustrated. I tried my best. If there is another room to try, I'll continue. But I know at the same time, I believe I may get it, I may don't get it. If I don't get it, I should not be totally frustrated, hopeless. Some people, out of frustration, out of hopelessness, what they do? They kill themselves, suicide. How come? Even subhanallah, I was in Bosnia, a visit, when Bosnian Serbs were attacking Muslims, this massacre happened, this torture happened, this subhanallah, raping the sisters happened in a massive way. So a brother, he's a survivor of a family. His father was some sort of rich man. He built a very nice house. And then what happened? This Serb attacker attacked them and they left the family, they gone. And they, it's a flee. And after some time when things are normal, he came back to see his beautifully built house is burned totally, is destroyed totally. It was whole life's all saving he put for this house. What happened? His son is telling me, who was surviving in the war. He said, my father could not take it. He took his life. He took his life. You see now how important it is to have our yaqeen from believing Allah, that everything in the hand of Allah. So we will not go to that level. If somebody, and another thing will bring, if I have lost my right, this man will pay me back. When he'll be paying me back? The day of judgment. And that payment will be, I will be more happy. Ya Allah, in this dunya for some time. But now, today, I'm getting so much from him in form of any righteous deed will be given to me. If his righteous deed is not enough to according to my right, then my sin will be given to him. So this is the lesson Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to give us. Hopefully that suffices. May Allah give us time.
I want to ask you one question. If someone has oppression, because oppression comes in different categories. If someone has oppressed someone because of his wealth or something like that, and then after so long the person has forgiven the person that has done this, but does that come on the day of Qiyamah? Like obviously the best person is the one who forgives, so your status comes up and all that. But does that mean that that on the day of Qiyamah you will still get your justice back, or?
Okay, that's good. I can understand the question. He said somebody oppressed me, denied my rights so much. Now later I thought, okay, I'll forgive him. I've forgiven him. So still in the day of judgment, can I get my right and getting a lot of reward from him or not? It depends on the situation, case by case. Like forgiving itself, sometimes very rewardful, but forgive in a way that you don't make this world is full of injustice. That's why it's not always forgiving, no. Between me and one, even we can, individual level can forgive many things, that is helpful, of course. He need to pay it back, of course. Yes. What will happen, how the forgiveness will happen, because Allah, He has said to us that He'll be doing justice. He says He has to do justice. Okay? Any injustice must be paid today. Any oppression must be paid today. So that's why a story, remember in the hadith, the one who was oppressor, he was a good Muslim as well, but somehow he did a little bit of oppression. And that was victim of injustice, he is a Muslim as well. Both of them have a good number of righteous deeds. Both of them are going to Jannah, mashallah, crossing. But somehow, this one oppressor is caught up by Allah. So you have he's telling, come here, my servant, look at this beautiful palace of Jannah. He look at it. Wow. Oh Allah, for whom you built it? For which prophet? Or for which shaheed? Or for which siddiq? This beautiful palace belongs to? He said, I will give it to anybody who can pay for me. Pay the price, pay the value today. Allah. If you pay, I can give it to you. Well, I don't have anything to pay to you, Allah. No, you have the price. What is the price of Allah? That you are oppressed one, this man oppressed you. If you forgive him today, this is the price, I'll be giving you this Jannah. He'll be happy, you will say, well, I forgive him. And then, okay, come together to Jannah. So this is a beautiful payment.
It's a beautiful conversation between the servant and Allah. That's amazing.
Subhanallah. Okay, this last one, yeah.
Somebody does black magic to somebody else.
Hmm.
When you destroy the life of that person, when the one who done it, it's going to be, if he said to Allah forgiveness, Allah said in the Quran, it's not.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, if somebody does harm to somebody, like did black magic, this and that, and make somebody's life is very difficult. So, and he asked Allah, forgive me, Allah is forgiving. Is another way Allah said, Huququl ibad, Haqqul ibad, Haqqullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Haqqullah, my right, I could forgive it easily. But if denied somebody's right, I'm not going to easily forgive it. That's why you have to pay, he will be paying with his righteous deeds in the hereafter. If not, taking these people's sin, that will be paid back coming to this. May Allah save us. Jazakumullah khairan. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Barakallahu fikum.